Basically, what we want to look at here, guys, is our daily chart of Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin did close outside of this channel, but look at this. It's slowly making its way back into the channel. So again, essentially, we closed above, didn't confirm, and now we're back in. But the question I have is, are we making a bullish consolidation pattern? So again, what we see here is, to me, that looks a little bit like a flag pattern, which could set up for further upside on Bitcoin. Now, the only way Bitcoin really gets a lot of upside is that if we see that spot ETF approved. And like I've said to you guys, if it gets approved, we probably go into the 40,000 range. I have a max upside target of around 48,000. That would be my maximum. I would pound the shorts heavily there at that point, looking for a swing trade pullback. But again, that's kind of what we're forming right now. It could change, but right now we're seeing a little bit of bullish consolidation. Now, I do think, and this is an interesting one, for those of you that know Bitcoin dominance, so Bitcoin dominance basically looks at the market cap of Bitcoin versus everything else, right? That's essentially what it's looking at. And the key is this: if we go to Bitcoin dominance, this actually confirms that Bitcoin may start to move up or hold its level while the altcoins begin to correct. And the reason why I say that is because what we've seen on Bitcoin dominance is a retrace to the scene of the crime. All right, so essentially, as we've seen this incredible rally in the altcoins, and listen, I mean, incredible even beyond my standards, right? I mean, if you look at the Solana chart, if you look at some of these others, just insanity of either short covering or just piling in. Now, granted, these aren't that big. I mean, compared to mega cap tech, they're minute, right? I mean, basically, you know, Microsoft's market cap is bigger than the entire crypto market in market cap. But point is this, is that if we just look at dominance, all right, we have the high pivot here. We then had a pullback. We then had a breakout. You guys know how this, if you watch my game plans, you know this pattern. We broke out, and now we've retraced to the scene of the crime. In general, that starts to mean dominance is going to start to move up. The only way dominance moves up is either one of two ways. One is Bitcoin goes up more than altcoins, which could happen if the spot ETF is approved, or Bitcoin holds or goes down ever so slightly while the altcoins start to roll over.
Hey, Crypto Street investors, grab your focus because the Bitcoin world is taking some storms. We've got price predictions, ETF drama, and a mysterious whale making waves. Buckle up, it's going to be a crypto thriller. First stop, the ultimate face-off. Peter Schiff, the gold guru, thinks Bitcoin's in for a nosedive before the US Bitcoin ETF launch. On the flip side, AllianceBernstein predicts a $150,000 peak post-2025 halving. It's a clash of the titans in the crypto world. Bitcoin's journey's been crazier than a theme park ride. Schiff, forever skeptical, thinks speculative trading is inflating the price, setting the stage for a dramatic drop. But hold your horses, AllianceBernstein's bullish, foreseeing a value surge thanks to the ETF frenzy. ETF, the golden word in crypto. Will it be a hype letdown or a ticket to the moon? Some say the ETF launch might trigger a sell the news plunge. Yet others, like AllianceBernstein, believe it's a slow burn, a positive vibe that'll fuel Bitcoin's ascent. The clock's ticking. Nate Geraci spills the tea on a critical moment for spot Bitcoin ETFs. There's a tiny window for the SEC to give the green light until November 17. Will it be a blockbuster approval or a cliffhanger till January 10? The crypto world holds its breath. And now, a mysterious whale making waves. This crypto big shot sold a hopping 411 WBTC for $15.2 million. Talk about making a splash. The market's a battlefield with bulls and bears duking it out. Big transactions, price swings, it's a crypto circus out there. Speaking of swings, Bitcoin's caught in limbo. Priced at $37,029.96, it's dancing to the market's tune with a 0.3% uptick. The whales are active and the market's on fire with large transactions hitting over $21 billion. Get your attention, folks. The SEC's decision on Bitcoin ETFs is a ticking time bomb with a deadline on November 17. Will it be a game changer or just another episode in the crypto saga? The excitement's building. Stay tuned. And there you have it, Crypto Street investors. The Bitcoin roller coaster's hitting high gear, price battles, ETF suspense, and whale dramas. It's a crypto carnival out here. Let's continue our enlightening discussion with Gareth Soloway.
Take a look at Solana, folks. I mean, incredible move. If we just look at this, right? So let's do this real quick. If we bring this up, Solana just from 1 month ago, today is what, the 14th, the 13th. So from the 13th of October, 1 month ago, it ran 202%. All right, that is a monster move. But notice what you're starting to see up here. You got a bunch of tails. That's telling you there's people that are dumping into that move. That's why you get the tails created. There's sellers coming in here. Now, it is popping a little bit today, but as long as we have that top, then I would, again, favor a pullback. Where would the pullback be? $48 would be your first target. We'll see if we get that. Now, if we look at a couple of these other ones, I mean, take a look at Matic here. Matic, again, look at this incredible move on Matic, another one. And again, I could just go through a bunch of these. Avalanche was another one that just moved this weekend a ton. And again, these are market caps. And by the way, look at that, beautiful. I mean, this is a great chart on Avalanche. Look at this, guys. Just to show you guys. So a lot of you guys out there probably don't trade crypto. That's okay. But my point is, can you still chart crypto? As long as you have volume, you can. Look at that. That's pretty darn cool. And look at the pullback on Avalanche back to 1741. Basically touched $20 just yesterday. So again, very volatile. The altcoins are insanely volatile. A lot of crypto traders trade on massive leverage. I think that's insane. I don't even like to trade on leverage when I'm trading myself. But again, with crypto, the moves are just absolutely insane. Okay. One other chart I do want to show you is the Ethereum chart. Let's touch base on Ethereum. Ethereum has negated the head and shoulders pattern. Okay, so we talked about this pattern here. Here was your neckline, okay? As soon as you get a close above the neckline, which occurred right here, that is now no longer in play. Now, head and shoulders, the only reason they're important is because it enables you to calculate the target. Remember, we were able to say, okay, well, if this plays out, you get an equal drop of that degree from this break down to about the 1100 level. Because we've now negated it, that is no longer calculatable. You can't calculate it out. Don't let anyone tell you differently. It doesn't have a high percentage of playing out. Now, it doesn't mean we're not going to 1100 at some point. We still may, but it just won't be in this pattern formation. The pattern has failed. Now, having said that, where do you guys think we topped out here on this head and shoulders pattern, or lack thereof now? Take a trend line, put it to your highest point right here, okay? And let's do that right now. And if we draw a trend line across, where did Ethereum stall out? Right there. Pretty cool stuff right there, right? So again, beautiful little double top. Price went right into that level and is now pulling back. Now, same thing is what we have to wonder about is, are we making a bullish pattern of consolidation here, right, for another move up? Or is it going to reverse? And one thing that you would not want to see, if you're a bull on Ethereum, you do not want to see this big green candle negated. You don't want to see a daily close basically below 1900. As long as you hold 1900, you're inside of this big green candle. I would remain neutral to bullish on the chart unless you get below. You get below 1900, you could be headed back here. So you got to just watch these levels. And this is the key, right? Is that everything I talk about in the charts is all about probabilities. And if something changes, as a trader, can you adjust? Can you go long? Can you go short? Is the pattern there to do it? Because again, charts are going to change. Remember, piece of the puzzle, new piece of the puzzle. When we got this candle, we had a new piece of the puzzle, and it told us something different than that the head and shoulders was no longer valid. That's great, because as a trader, as an investor, we have to be very much willing to adjust. The people that don't adjust and they're stuck in their ways and they're stuck in their thinking, they're emotionally attached, guess what? They go broke. That's just the nature of it. You have to be agnostic. You have to be no emotion. Let the chart tell me, right? Let the chart tell me what to do, and I ultimately have to react. I don't get to tell the chart what to do. The chart doesn't give a shit, frankly. Doesn't care what I want. Not at all. Doesn't care. It tells me, and it's my job to know, okay, probabilities have switched now. Now I have to switch my assessment. That's how you make millions of dollars. Gold right now is just pulling back and consolidating. As we talked about last week, everything I said in the game plans last week is still correct.
That wraps up today's crypto news highlights. Stay tuned for more updates, insights, and analysis from the world of cryptocurrencies. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content.